My name is Ari, and I'm a kidney donor, an unlikely kidney donor. About 5 years ago, I started this crazy journey of exploring kidney donation, and until that point, I had never even met a kidney donor or recipient. I knew nothing about the transplant world, and I got this idea in my head to just start exploring, and I spent over a year just looking into the process and studying it. And I really wrestled with a lot of very fundamental questions about myself, about life, about what the value of life really is about. I learned that there are ordinary people who just want to live normal lives, but unfortunately they have to put their lives on hold because they cannot live a normal life, because they can't go to work, or they can't go to school or raise their children, because they're on dialysis or they're on a list just waiting for someone to come forward and give them a kidney. And so as I studied and learned about this, I asked over 100 questions, and I went through with it. I donated my kidney. And that's when I met Ronit, an amazing woman, a single mother of 3 children who would have died without this transplant. I learned during this process that kidney donation was not about the surgery, it was about the people. I realized that even after I had completed this deed, there was more to be done, and yet I didn't have another kidney to give. And so that compelled me to write. And I began writing all of my questions and outlining the journey. What was the story behind this unlikely kidney donation? And I took those 100 questions and I let the roadmap unfold. Each and every part of this process, every phase of it. And I wanted to share that with the world, because with only 1 kidney left, I cannot give another kidney. I cannot save another life, but maybe if I could stand up and share with the world what it is like to be a kidney donor, what is the struggle, the questions that one wrestles with. And it's not an overnight decision, but it's an existential question of understanding who we are. And I can honestly say that I was not the same person at the end of the process as I was when I had first started. Now, one of the biggest challenges that kidney patients have is that their only chance of living is turning to another human being and saying, hey, can I have a kidney? And that's a really tough thing to ask. And so when I wrote this book, I did it with the intention of giving them an easier question to ask, of being able to turn to a friend or neighbor and say, would you mind reading a book? Because if people could just read the book and understand that the process of kidney donation is not for everybody, but the awareness is, the understanding, the journey, the roadmap is something that everybody can identify with. The book will make you laugh, it'll make you cry, but it's informative and inspiring in a way that will hopefully motivate people to step up and make a difference. Imagine if just a tiny fraction of the world's population just stopped and asked, what's involved? Let me just think about it. No decision. I just want to learn. And then pass the book on to somebody else. Spread the awareness. Maybe we can save some more lives. There is no book on the market like this, where it goes through questions and answers of all different topics related to kidney donation, all through the lens of a donor who's reluctant, who's struggling, who's afraid. And I share my own personal experiences, my fears, my vulnerabilities, so that other people could go on their own journey and understand what questions to ask, understand what to expect. And so I'm here asking for your support. And every dollar that you pledge will make a very big difference in our ability to be able to promote this book, because we want to invest in proper marketing and promotion so that this book can reach a global audience. Imagine if thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people began to understand the message of kidney donation and just explored for themselves. Imagine what it would look like if we were able to make dialysis obsolete, be able to have the number of transplants that would completely wipe the list clean. It's not a big stretch. It just takes a journey. And every journey needs a starting point. And that's what I'm offering. And so I ask for your partnership, I ask for your support and for your generosity, so that we could have a global impact and literally save lives together.